How's it going, everyone? I'm the DarkBriton of the Runaway Warlords, and welcome to a One Piece manga chapter 1067 live reaction. I've got the lads, we've got Samurai Drew, we've got Segrain. No Cool Kid, I almost said Cool Kid, but he is not here today. Samurai Drew has a sword indeed. You lads ready for some One Piece?
Yep. Ready.
Alright, so we are going to jump into One Piece manga chapter 1067, Punk Records. And we have the confrontation to end all confrontations. The Mad Lads themselves. Jimbe 66, an Emotionless Excursion, Volume 24? We've been doing... Okay. What's your name again? Judge versus Caesar. Oh, the battle of the pompous douchebags. Oh. Any breakdown?
Wait, so why? Wait, so what do you think they're mad about? Aren't they like, hey, good to see you?
They're super egotistical mad scientists. It literally is a
no,
who are you?
Did they not work together before?
I'm starting to think it was Vegapunk, Judge, and Queen. I don't think Caesar was a part of Mads.
Okay.
I think Caesar was an underdog that time, right? So probably not part of the actual main group, but maybe one of the
like a research assistant.
Vegapunk's underdogs. Yeah, so, something
Underling?
like that. Yeah.
I'm just like, wait a second. I know what he's saying, but I don't think underdog is the correct one. So it looks like we have 15 pages, so we're just gonna do 5 each, lads. Any other comments, concerns, thoughts?
No.
Okay.
Wait, we have in the background we have Ichiji and Niji.
Yep.
Oh yeah, just the normal stuff. Jimbe and Caesar.
I feel like this is wrapping up though. I feel like it's gonna reach its climax. We're gonna reach some conclusion, and they're gonna work together. But we have 1067 Punk Records, which is fun because as a kid, I hope that there's like an appearance like kids fighting whoever he is on his island, because that would be like the perfect summation of like Punk Hazard and Punk Records, and then Punk Gibson and the Kid. I'm a kid, Stan. Leave me alone. Going on to page 2 in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and Bonnie's coming in. What happened to your head? You're supposed to have a big, huge head like a light bulb. It does look like a light bulb. Also, Drew, the tongue thing is is Albert Einstein. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It just works out.
I couldn't believe that we did not get that right away.
Yeah, it's the Einstein tongue thing. It's like, yep, so much fun. Oh, I really let it grow too long, so I cut it. No, it's not like getting a haircut. That thing has to be an antenna. And then Oda has this the graphic of just real head.
Oh my god.
About the time when I first met you, I was going to be the height of a giant before long. The stories always said you had a large head. It was like a hot air balloon. Well, you see, the truth is, I've got the... Wait, what? I've got the brain ba bang? Brain ba bang bang. Oh, he's nuts.
Oh, what? Oh, keep going. Yeah,
wait, well, so you see the truth is, I've got a brain.
He's got the brain fruit. What the
Ah! Oh, wow.
I did not see that coming.
At all.
I thought he was a smart dude.
Oh, the fruits are just coming out of left field now, man.
I love that. That's actually brilliant.
So,
and it makes sense why he's so ahead of everybody.
I've got the brain. That explains why he can now cut his brain in half. Like that's what makes the most sense to me. Is like you can do anything with your brain now.
Right. This explains a lot, and it's brilliant. Love this. He's had this idea forever. He knew that Vegapunk had the brain fruit. What the hell?
Oh my god! It's just it's a dynamic that works so well and fits. And it's funny, and it fits. It's just funny and it fits. So I'm a brain man. I can store all kinds of knowledge without limits of any kind of... Oh, makes sense! Oh my goodness. But my brain physically grows to accommodate the amount of data it holds. It gives my preternatally gifted mind an infinite data bank. Okay. So as far as the panel by panel, dear God, this is such a lore dump. And it makes sense about the Ohara stuff. It makes sense about everything that Frankie saw when he was at the lab. Him being able to dissect his brain and use it in different attributes. That all makes sense because of the fruit's abilities.
And look at I love the idea that like I was gonna be as big as a giant, and right now with his cut off brain, he's as tall as Jimbe anyway.
Oh, he's still pretty tall. Yeah, he was still pretty tall.
He's a tall boy. Because in the last panel when he was stuck in the thing, it kind of made him look a little smaller, I think.
The thing was huge though. Remember, he was in the side of the armored guy. So armored guy was a giant. Luffy was like literally like this on his shoulders. Remember? So if he's like stuck in the side, it just kind of goes to show how big the giant was. Oh, I only have 3 more pages of this. This is so much fun. I'm going on. 3, 2, 1. And thanks to that, I have the world's largest brain, which continues to grow to this day. That's amazing. Are you good at medicine too, Dr. Vegapunk? Of course. Oh, to this day. Where is it? Sorry. If you cut your head down, does that mean you're dumb now?
Right.
Thank you, Luffy. Do not trifle with genius, my boy. This apple top is an antenna, called it. Witness the tippy top of the island. On the underside is the massive eggshell. It says Punk Records, which is the storage space for my brain. I just thought he split it into 6 people. That entire thing is his brain. I don't know.
He has a whole data center to store his brain.
His brain's that big.
Yeah. Wait, so the island is his brain?
No, all of Punk Records. It says Punk Records. That is the storage space for my brain.
Yeah, it's like a giant computer with like different... Yeah, that's cool.
The brain fruit. It was right there, right in front of us. What? That seems too big. Thanks to this antenna, I can connect it to brain waves, even at this distance. There's no issue at all. I'm going on, gentlemen. On to page 4. This is just magnificent. Earlier, I bet you met a young girl calling herself Vegapunk. That was one of my clone offshoots. So they actually are clones. There are 6 of them. Why? What? Clone? Why? She was female. I'm gonna continue on. Right. There are 6 of them on this island. Are you a ninja? Oh, clone. Yeah. Thank you, Luffy. Each of them is an expert in one of my necessary facets. All 6 of them together possess one complete copy of my personality, but they can do 6 times as much. What does that mean? Thank you, Luffy. Once every day, they synchronize their experience and knowledge with Punk Records. Because of their personalities and duties are distinct, each experiences are worthwhile and unique. So every day they upload their experiences, and his brain just... So he was growing brain. Now he's like, wait, 6 brains. Let's grow 6 times as fast. And that's why his brain is... Oh my god! So we have... They're not in order, which is going to bug me. But we have number 5, Atlas, the Violent. 3, Edison, the Thinker. 1, Shock of the Good. Oh! Oh, they're odds and evens. Oh, that's interesting. 1 Shock of the Good, 2 Lilith the Evil, 4 Pythagoras the Wise, and 6 York the Poopy. Sorry, the Greedy. And then Luffy's just like, I don't understand any of this. And then thankfully Jimbe is just like, and they all use the same brain? The world of science just goes right over my head. Thank you, Jimbe, for saying exactly what Luffy's thinking. Any panel by panel, gentlemen. This is a really cool breakdown of all 6 of them.
Yeah, and in a weird order too, as well. So we love that.
Like I said,
love how Luffy doesn't understand anything, and he looks like his head is gonna explode, and he's taking everything he says just literally like that was a clone of myself, and he's saying you're a ninja.
So yeah, I'm going on to my last one, and then I'm just gonna sit back and let you guys just gently rock me into this One Piece goodness. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Think of it like using the same library. Oh, you brilliant man. I love an educator being able to educate. If everyone in the world had the ability to access my brain, then all of humanity essentially would share my intelligence. To take it one step further, if all of humanity could mutually update Vegapunk records on a regular basis, we could create an entire sea of knowledge that far surpasses my vast intellect. One day, humanity will be able to share a brain. Luffy does not like that at all. Would I be able to study medical knowledge from all over the world? But of course. Woo! And Chopper's literally flying off. I like that he can now literally fly off. Like, yay! Won't you have any issues if ideology gets inserted on top of everything else? Thank you, Jimbe, for answering the question that I wanted to know. Well, Jimbe, first into the sea. That's a very smart question to be asking. But science will never advance if you spend all your time worrying about it. That's also fair. Also fair. I very much appreciate the perspective of Jimbe being like, well, if someone comes in with their own ideology, isn't that going to mess it up? And then he's just like, well, if I worry about that, I'm not going to get anywhere. So I'm like, I see both sides of that conversation. Panel by panel, gentlemen.
Yeah, I love it. It's almost making it look like an evil. It's almost making Vegapunk look evil just in that scene. It's like, the whole world is champagne. It's like, but I'm thinking that's more like you can go to the brain when you want to. It's like you have your own personality, but like you have all the records at your fingertips, basically. But maybe it does alter everyone's brain to be the same. But I like
think
the
the same, you know.
Like everyone keeps their memory, but then they have a library that they can access at all times.
Well, one thing is, yeah, they are gonna. Everyone is gonna have access to what everyone is thinking. Everyone is gonna have access to what every other person has experienced. The question is, are they gonna know this belongs to this, or this belong, or no, or is it just gonna be random, and you don't even know who got that thought or who got that experience?
Yeah, so that's what I mean by like Luffy doesn't like it because it takes out the individual experience.
True.
So it's Sigrain, we're gonna go for you from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. My job is done. I'm just gonna like start reacting.
Good job.
Woo!
Yeah.
So much.
Great job on that. All right.
Fucking brain fruit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Moving on to the next page. But that's just your problem, isn't it, Vegapunk?
Oh, here she comes.
Ooh. And she's picking up some sort of one of the weapons she was making. Your endless quest for scientific knowledge will spare no one in its greed, including my father, who you turned into a mindless weapon of war. Oh, okay. Oh, is the laser sword that she was making?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, no, Bunny, that beam saber was a failure. Hold your tongue. It worked fine when I tested it. I'll turn my father back into normal. Oh. So now I don't really trust what Vegapunk means by failure.
I think it's because it has alternative side effects. Because keep going, and I think they, yeah. Because I just looked down, and I think I understand what he means by failure now.
And if you refuse, think carefully, Bunny. If you kill him, you'll be making a very powerful enemy. Switch it off now, Bunny. The light from the beam is going to attract an enormous cloud of insects. Oh.
So it's a failure because of the unintended consequences. So just think of all of that trash heap. Just think of Momo's fruit. Again, it's pink. Unintended consequence. We're now getting an understanding of Vegapunk's like level of failure. So the lightsaber works, but it's a failure because it's attracting all these bugs. Because it's a lightsaber, so it should, but it's a giant nightlight. Yo, Mucho, welcome to the stream. It's just getting fun.
All right.
It looked like I thought she had her foot on him. It doesn't look like that. He's putting his foot up, and she's still got that booty though. I can't wait till we have like Bonnie, Robin, and Nami, all three walking next to each other. Oda's gonna give us that little upshot. What a gorgeous man he is.
Yeah. Moving on. Page 7.
Oh! She doesn't like bugs.
Oh. Okay. She's scared of bugs.
And
Bunny, check it out.
I love One Piece.
She just passed out.
Makes sense.
Bunny, check it out. Stuck beetle. Forget about the stuck beetle. Try being concerned about her passing out.
Thankfully, Chopper's there. Who's the doctor? Everything makes sense now.
Yeah. I can't blame her.
Ooh.
Oh. Can't blame Bunny for wanting to kill me. It's a good thing that the weapon she grabbed happened to be a failure. Oh, speaking of which, I understand that you folks...
Sorry, continue. That's me just saying, damn it, he cut himself off. Damn it! Or did he freeze?
Oh, did the green freeze?
Okay.
Oh, that could be a possibility.
If I think you froze the green, so I'm gonna pick it up. And then Drew, if you can let me know when he starts moving again.
Yes. Clear. Yes.
Okay. So I can see him. I can see it. There you are. There you are.
There you're back.
Can you pick it up? Can you pick it up at the? You're good. Can you just pick it up at the bottom of page 7 when Vegapunk's like, I can't blame Bonnie for wanting to kill me. That's where we lost you.
All right. I was saying. He was saying. Can't blame Bonnie for wanting to kill me. It's a good thing that the weapon she grabbed happened to be a failure. Oh, speaking of which, I understand that you folks were recently in Wano. Is it true that there was a second dragon in addition to Kaido?
Yes! Yes! Oh, yes! Yes! It's a failure because it's pink! Please!
What do you think? Yeah, why is it a failure?
It's a failure because it's pink.
What if something's really messed up, like, oh, but the users of this only have a 5-year lifespan?
God, I've been saying this for years. Oh, he's a perfectionist. This is if we don't have any panel by panel on your screen, you can go ahead and move.
Nah, it's just Yeah, I think we need a bit more context.
Okay.
It's on, we're on you.
Alright, moving on to page 8. Yeah, that was Momo. Then he must have eaten the failed devil fruit that I left behind in Punk Hazard. Oh.
Okay.
Really? Wait, a failure? That was my attempt to grow a man-made devil fruit. I spent 20 years and an exorbitant research budget working from Kaido's bloodline elements. But the fruit just didn't have the same qualities. Oh. So that's why he looked like Kaido. It was a success, man. Oh, Luffy says it was a success. He was big and strong, breathing fire and everything. He's the guardian deity of Wano now. When you made that happen, amazing.
But what color is he?
Pink.
Keep going.
No, you
no.
said, but what color? Vegapunk asked him, but what color is he? Pink.
Oh, but what? Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Let's go.
Oh, but what color is it? Pink. I told you it's a failure. A failure. What the hell? Is he banging his head on the ground like that?
Yep.
Oh, who cares about that? Great, he's a genius with a perfectionist streak.
Called it. This
so
entire
right.
time.
I cannot believe that.
This entire time, it was a failure because it was pink. Oh my goodness, this is so funny.
You know that.
I had guessed. That was literally just, dude, Vegapunk seems like a perfectionist. What if Momo's fruit seems on par? Only thing was when he was a kid and scared he couldn't control it. That was the only thing that made us think it wasn't like but oh god. It's so oh, I love it. I love it so much. We go ahead to the next one. You got 2 more pages to green.
Alright, page 9. What about this robot then? Did you build this too? Make it move. No, I did not. This is the legendary iron giant that is said to have attacked sacred Marijoa about 200 years ago.
Wait, what? What iron giant? What? We're getting a story time? Oh.
Okay. Another branch popping out from Oda's several branches of mystery.
Oh god. How are we getting this deep in the goddamn story?
I'm sure there are some stuff that Oda has forgotten about already. What? 200 years ago? But it was actually built 900 years ago. Are you joking? Its goal was never understood. They say that there was no damage only because it ran out of energy. Oh. No doubt the scientists at the time were utterly shocked by the event. The sheer scientific power was beyond anything they could comprehend. No one knows where it came from or what it was trying to do.
So,
It's not important. They're like focusing on this robot a lot. So there's obviously some kind of cool story that's going on 200 years ago. Do we know anyone that lived 200 years ago? Like Manga Nolan, was he 200 years ago? Anything like that?
well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think we've ever heard of any lore or anything that happened 200 years ago. It was Mont Nolan was 400 years ago. And this, like, no, like, I don't. This is the first Korea has like 140.
143.
Yeah, so like she's just off it. So this is fascinating. We haven't gotten any.
That's the thing. There's nothing that there are a few, or to say almost nothing, like significant during that time frame of these 900 years. Nothing really that we know of significant. Apart from what you said, Nolan.
The only thing that we truly know of is roughly 45 years ago was the God Valley incident. So it could be that this happened, pushed them to move Marijois to God Valley. Then that happened, they now had to move Marijois. So it seems like Marijois has been moved multiple times. Alright, you have one page left, Sagreen.
Yeah.
So savor it, because this is, I don't know if we're gonna have like a best chapter of the year or like a most controversial chapter, something like that. We're gonna stream something at the end of the year in December, because this is
the Devil Fruits Explained video would be great.
Wow.
Well, that's if we get enough details about it. All right, let's move on to my last page. Okay, page 10. The world government ordered it to be turned down and destroyed, but curiosity prevented the scientists from carrying out those orders. So it still rests here, and the government is none the wiser. I'm impressed that you found your way here. The route from the town should have looked like an impassable wall. I don't know, we were in a rush and we got out
Bobulated. Okay, Luffy.
Discombobulated.
So he's saying it wrong. He doesn't know the actual word.
What the hell is that? Okay, yeah, we just wandered here. We were whatever.
It feels like those word bubbles should be mixed. Switched.
Right, Chopper's smart, but yeah, he just didn't know that word that Luffy used, because Luffy made it up, he didn't say it right.
Exactly, Luffy just came up with a word that he wanted to say, but he didn't know how to say it, so he just came up with a new word. And Chopper didn't know how to repeat that word. I think that's what happened.
Oh, and by the way, Luffy has the beetle in his hat now.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
One of those.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. 200 years ago, that was the year when fisherman discrimination became a big issue.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna get some racism in this bitch. Okay. Fishmen staging a comeback war. Interesting.
And then Fisher Tiger goes back up there. There's some fun connections.
How old are? I don't know if there was like a 200-year-old fishman, but Jimbe may. Jimbe, if you know someone from when you were younger, okay, sorry. Samurai Drew.
Wait, not yet. I'm not done with the page. It looks like it looks like the rest of the crew are listening to them through the monitor, right? From the control center.
They're hearing the same conversation, it seems.
It's like they are listening to they are listening to the conversation between Luffy and Vegapunk in real time.
Looks like it.
Because if you look at the monitor, you see the big giants, iron giants with Luffy, Jimbe, Vegapunk.
Yeah. You can't see them down there. You're right.
Yeah. So you're saying that robot climbed its way up the red line? Most likely, yes. Okay. So when 200 years ago, Marijoa was on the red line.
Yes. So it was probably moved back, or just they had different sites.
I think maybe it might be two separate Marijoa, or two separate branches of Marijoa. The one in God Valley and the one in on the red line.
Like
Potentially.
Nassau, Bahamas. You know, something like that. Okay. You all set?
Yep.
Okay, on to page 11. I built the Vega Force 1 using that robot as a guide, but there are aspects of it that even my scientific power is unable to recreate. It is hard to believe that this mechanical soldier was built 900 years ago. What, let me try to forget. What about it can't you recreate? What can't you recreate about it? Its dynamic power source. In the past, they had a power strong enough to rewrite everything we know about the world today. Well, it's good to know that Luffy, Chopper, and Jimbe are alright. But who's the girl? That's Jewelry Body, the pirate. But I thought it was just a little girl.
Oh yeah, they're just getting caught up on all of that. Oh yeah, forgot about that.
They don't know anything about him. And look, Vegapunk's head. Wow. And then here's Luffy. Oh no, here's Vegapunk's head. I feel bad about what I did to Bonnie. Yeah, you should get down and beg forgiveness. Wait, just like, what would you know about it? You know, like he's like, you know, Luffy's got Bonnie's back, but I think that he must have justification for it. So, yeah, we see some cool looks from Straw Hat Crew.
She's passed out just because of the bugs. I'm just now remember. I was like, what did knock her out? Bugs. Okay, yeah. So here, it's her fault for the damn lightsaber.
Right.
The part about the dynamic power source, you remember in I think 2 chapters ago they were talking about building something like having something like the sun, a power source like the sun that could regenerate itself and infinitely power the whole island.
One Piece is the sun power source.
Potentially. I think Mucho has by far the funniest thing. I'm calling it the power is cola.
Yes. The power of cola and friendship. I'm thinking that's the power source.
Alright, Drew.
Give me. Okay, ready? I'm gonna go on to page 12. 12. Okay, here's Bonnie. By the way, anyway, it doesn't matter. There is something that I need to give her. By the way, Straw Hat Luffy, I feel that fate was at work bringing you here to me today. Will you take me off of Egghead?
And now he's sweating too.
So he wants to get out as well. Okay.
It is a government island. It's a military government controlled island, so.
Alright, okay, now here's the robots outside. This is Cypherful, requesting permission to dock at Egghead. Badly trained pets. So they're just like, just boom, boom, boom. They're destroying all these robots one by one. Love that. It seems. The designs of these are great. They definitely remind me of where Frankie was outpost, but bigger style. He has his own what do they call him? The sea demons. He has his own
Sea monsters.
Yeah, sea monsters. Do you have anything? Yeah. What? Take me off of Egghead. Yeah, definitely curious what the hell that means.
We can dive into that for the sip and discuss.
Okay, let's keep going then. Here we go.
Look at the bird mask.
Oh.
Okay.
Stussy, you fox, you. Okay.
So we got some characters going on here. We have eyewitness reports of Jewelry Bonnie sailing to Egghead. An obnoxious woman with all of her escapes. I believe we were finished with her already. So if we see her, we'll disappear her for good. Okay. So now we got a little CP0 match coming up. Shaka, government ship. It's going to be hard to explain the pirates. For some reason, CP0 is on board. It's Lucci. So we'll just hand them over. Rob Lucci's an assassin, right? And then here's who's out. What? I'm Lucci? Come on, set my legs free so I can escape. No, I hate that guy. He's still working at that job. Don't let him onto the island. And then here's Sanji. There's nothing to worry about, Robin. I'll protect you as many times as I need to. And yeah, everyone's, worried. CP0 really, or CP9 really messed them up last time.
Oh,
but
yeah.
They gotta be thinking that they were stronger than CP0, but maybe not. Maybe everyone got a power boost enough to make it worrisome.
Also, Baby Kuma has white hair now. So Oda fixed that. So now all Seraphim have white hair now.
Interesting. Okay, I love that.
Baby Kuma. No.
That's an interesting.
And Bunny is gonna see Baby Kuma.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna lose it again.
I can't wait for Jimbe to see Baby Jimbe.
Oh yes.
If he gets like a blush and be like, if Jimbe gets a blush and just is like, I mean, I did have that one time. Oh, I swear to God, I will die. I will die. And Oda has that type of humor. It's like, sorry, Drew.
Oh my
On
God.
to page 14. Reply to the ship. Tell it to unload the Seraphim and leave. Prepare to fight back. We are refusing entry to the world government. Alright. So now, I mean, that just told us everything. Vegapunk is ready to go fight back. And Vegapunk also said that he wants off the island.
Well, the fighting started pretty quickly.
So, things are ship-shaping to really pick up here, in other words. Okay. Kamabaka Queendom, Grand Line. Dragon, Kuma's acting strange. Stop, Kuma, wait! We're still repairing
That's what that is.
And so Kuma has a bunch of electric crap coming out of him, and he's looking like there's steam coming from his mouth as he raises up like some creepy animated doll, basically. Kuma, what happened? Does the Navy still have control over him? And yeah, look at everyone. This is just great. I just like how everyone looks, and then this menacing Kuma, like this unstoppable force, coming up. The Paw Man himself comes back, and we go on to page 15, the last page. Unless you guys had something.
Nope, sorry, I already went on.
Yeah. Where are you, Kuma? He shouldn't be fully mobile yet. And he's just, I don't know what the Revolutionary Army was going to do. They have a bunch of cords hooking up to him like they're going to fix him up.
No clue.
He shouldn't be fully mobile yet. He's not supposed to have a will of his own anymore. What's going on? I don't know. Kuma, come back! And so Kuma is just using the last of his strength just to go somewhere, but we don't know where he's trying to get off to. He probably senses that someone's in danger, aka Bonnie, and maybe he's like in protection mode on. But we'll see. Now here's a very lively dragon right here. What is wrong with you, Kuma? Where are you going? And you have to stay here. We're only getting started. This is where our revolution really begins. And so we got Monkop, Kuma, and Dragon, the heads of the military.
Interesting. In the last chapter, actually, before I say that, we'll pivot. We'll pivot, and then I'll say it. Are you ready, gentlemen? For the sip and discuss, a toast to kicking butt. But it is interesting that Dragon says this is where the revolution really begins, and they are the three that started the Revolutionary Army 22 years ago. So it is a very beautiful tie-in to last chapter when we understand they're the founding members of the Revolutionary Army. For Dragon in this chapter saying this is where a revolution really begins. Those three on the panel, similar to a kid Luffy and Trafalgar Law. Yeah.
I'm gonna do some of Mucho's comments. Like,
Yeah, I'll let you do Mucho's comments. Go ahead and do Mucho's
So
comments.
we only got one that we haven't said. So do you think Lucci and CP0 has gotten strong enough to take on the Straw Hats? No.
The one
But
before we didn't touch.
They've definitely gotten stronger, but not strong enough. Yo,
He could take on the
cut
Straw...
out chink.
True.
Sanji took out Queen. Like, okay, I don't want to turn into a power scaler, but if
Sounds
you
like
think
it.
of this, the CP0 have no chance against any of these commanders.
We were talking about this about Law 3 chapters ago, so I don't want to hear it. Like, I understand the context, but dude, after Law put up a good-ass fight against Blackbeard, I'm over here just like, anyone can take on anyone. I do think that they're nerfed heavily if Luffy's over here, Zoro's over here, and here comes Rob Lucci with the main crew. Now, I would say that would be difficult for just Sanji alone.
Prepare to fight back. We are refusing entry to the world government. That tells me it's on construction of Egghead Island and the Straw Hats leaving with Vegapunk, something like that. Maybe just Vegapunk 1 even, or Vegapunk 1 and 2 or something like that. But the destruction of Egghead does seem imminent.
Also, keep in mind, Sword should still be on their way too.
Oh,
Helmeppo coming
it's gonna
back.
get crazy.
Helmeppo, another waifu, and
Rear Admiral.
another Seraphim.
He's swinging by. He's going, hey, do you have a nice Jimbe I could rent for a little bit? I'll give you my ID, and so I can rescue my boy Kobe.
Who would be?
I mean, that's what he's going over there for.
I just want to know who would be the Seraphim that Helmeppo and them have, because we've already seen Baby Kuma and Baby Jimbe. Overall, we've seen.
Baby Jimbe is the one that we
Four.
know is on the island, though.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I think we've seen for Jimbe, Kuma, Mihawk, and Boa. So we've not seen Dofi.
We've not seen Dofi,
Crocodile.
Moria, and Crocodile. So I don't. Who would make what baby Seraphim would make the most sense? Dofi, Moria, or Crocodile to roll up? Because Jimbe and Kuma are like obviously, so they're on the island.
I'm gonna lose it seeing Dofi with his legs. And anyway, his legs. I think his legs changed after he grew up. But like with those legs, the way he walks, like a box, I would love to see that.
You have Moria with shadows. You have Dofi, the puppet master, and then you have Crocodile. I wonder if Baby Crocodile will have a hook for a hand too, and a scar. That would be
And
sad.
now it seems like Crocodile would be worthless.
And then I feel like those three are for sure. And then we can put like an asterisk Blackbeard, asterisk Buggy, Weevil, Law.
Right.
So my question is it that they couldn't, they weren't able to replicate stuff from the new Warlords because they didn't know them as good enough or as long enough as they knew the OG Warlords?
No clue. I think if anything, I can see Vegapunk telling us in this arc. Oh, another Seraphim. We weren't able to get blah blah blah. Oh, from Trafalgar Law because he was too new. Or I wish we. This dude, and we can finally start talking about the chapter. This fucking dude spent all of this time talking about how Momo's fruit was a failure. Oh my goodness, what could it be? It just is pink.
All of it too.
So-
I couldn't believe that.
So at any point, as far as like what's made, what's created, he could think that the Seraphims are defective. I don't know. He's telling us a lot of stuff. What else did we reveal? Oh yeah, he has a devil fruit. That's fun. Not
Yeah.
only could he not swim because of the head.
Overpowered?
I think he's overpowered, yes.
I don't think he's overpowered. It's just it was unexpected.
His brain,
like, being the brains behind all this, I don't think anyone expected that there's a devil fruit that was assisting him. Even though like
I think that's fair.
Now it makes sense.
That's very fair. It's one of those things that it's so obvious that we just don't think it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And it works so well with the frickin' story. And like the fact that his head was growing continuously, and that fact that there's a race of people whose foreheads frickin' grow in this world, it's just like Oda really has been setting us up. Like,
you know how we got the Blackbeard pirates and we're like, oh wow, they have really like not generic fruits, but really standard fruits that Oda must have had that idea for a while. Like, it's not like mocha or whatever, you know, it's not like something crazy.
The mochi fruit?
You're right, it's not like that. It's like the brain, like this guy, like this is definitely years in the making right here. Knew that it was the brain fruit, because that's like kind of like when you brainstorm devil fruits. That's on the list. That's on the list of maybe 20 that you're gonna name, like thinking of one.
A fruit like brain fruit has never crossed my mind before now.
Yeah, I get it. Never crossed my mind.
It never crossed my mind.
I see what you did there.
Oh, funny. But yeah, no, I love that's the explanation. It kind of makes it understandable about like the cutting up the head and why it was so big and all the comical stuff. Devil fruit, perfect.
If the world government would never destroy Punk Records, but they could kill Egghead, would his brain continue on without him?
I don't think they needed that enough to preserve it.
His brain
think,
is Punk Records, like.
Yeah. I think for them is more of an advantage if they destroy everything than to leave any records behind.
Okay, so you think they're just gonna wipe everything clean and not just take out him? So I'm thinking
eventually that's what is gonna be the order. If they try to, since right now they're trying to just assassinate him and get done with it. But if they face resistance and the world government gets feedback that there is resistance, they might be like, okay, just do a berserker or something like that. Just get rid of everything. Since now there are people outside of Vegapunk that know these secrets.
Interesting. And Shaka did say that even knowing that would automatically get you killed. But that's the thing. They just destroyed an island. If they didn't want all of the records, they would have just destroyed the goddamn island. Like, literally, that's what I mean. Like, if they really wanted it all to be gone, they would just have destroyed the island like they did the last one. So that's why it's, would they actually keep all the records? Because we now know that they can destroy islands.
But then,
and that was an island that wasn't even under their purview. This is a government island that most people don't even know about. They can make it disappear if they wanted all of it destroyed and gone. While you're thinking.
Yeah, true.
No, I was gonna say while you're thinking. Did you want a chance to think for a second, or?
No, all I was gonna say is I think I have to leave in 4 minutes.
Okay, so we'll go for another 5, and then Segrain, finish that thought. We'll do one more. We'll do the last few comments, and then final thoughts on the chapter.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right. If they wanted, they just wiped out an island in an instant. If they wanted to wipe it out, like they could have done that. There might also be other reasons why they are not doing that right now. But like, we just have to wait and see how their thought process is going as the story goes.
If we read Mucho's comments, it doesn't take away from his genius, and it adds on reality. It adds really makes sense. He knows all the ways to avoid water. Oh yeah, that's right. He is Milfu. It's still Frankie arc right now. Vegapunk seems interested in inventions. I think it's kind of like all the Straw Hats gonna get a little bit, because Chopper's excited, Robin's excited, Frankie's excited. I think those three have the most to gain here. Maybe Nami will learn something here, but I think it's a few people's arcs right now, but less Choppers for sure.
I would probably say more Choppers than Nami. Nami got Zeus in the last arc.
Yeah.
So I would probably say Chopper could definitely garner more, because he even asked, hey, can I research about medical devices here?
What are your predictions for the next chapter?
I don't know. I'm pretty high on myself after the whole pink thing, so I'm good. I'm just gonna ride off into the sunset. Goddamn perfectionist. Yeah.
Take your W and walk into the desert sunset. Yes.
Oh my
goodness. Live a new life out there in the West.
This overall, I do think that we should do a end of the year. What was the best chapter, or what was the most controversial, or what was the best lore dump chapter of 2023? Because between the 200 years ago of Fishman, 200 years ago during the Fishman issues, because it sounds like this is the time when Fishman went from being fish to people. Because remember, they were classified as fish up until a few hundred years ago. That was probably 200 years. I wonder if a Fishman got into that robot and did some damage. So there's some more lore that was dropped there. Any other lore?
But then they said no one knew how to operate it, and no one knew how it worked. But I think apart from the process or something like that, right?
Again,
so then how?
It was 200 years ago. Vegapunk just now had Vegapunk 65. Just saying, it's the world of One Piece.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, Sigrun?
Yeah, the dude has the whole world knowledge for the past 1,000 years in his head.
Just storing it. Just 5 big forehead, 5 head.
Vegapunk is the One Piece.
Vegapunk's knowledge is the One Piece.
And
awesome.
he still doesn't even know the One Piece. I think
he probably does know what the One Piece is.
He probably does.
Maybe probably does.
Maybe he doesn't know where it is.
But thank you all for joining us. Sorry, there's a puppy right below me, so I'm just going to play with puppy. These are the lads. Thank you, Mucho. Thank you to anyone else watching the stream. Go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help us out. And if you would like to find out more, everyone's links and every descriptions are in the information down below. Thank you for stopping by and joining us. I very much appreciate every single one of you. And we will catch you all in 2 weeks. We might do a stream next week. I'm not sure. But new chapter in 2 weeks. We'll stick to this whole 10 o'clock time frame. And we'll go from there. Any final thoughts, lads?
No, not from me.
Awesome. Well, I'm the DarkBriton. Thank you all for joining us. And always remember, anime is adulting. Peace.
See you guys.
See ya.
All right.
I'm going to go let the pup out.